What up? It's your boy Random Reese. So a couple weeks ago, I talked about Jay-Z and his deal with the NFL, and I said, wait. All right, we waited. I was still going to wait, but I got to put this out there now. I don't know what the fuck Jay-Z is doing. So they announced, first they announced the deal, and then it just seemed like everything just kind of happened really fast. It was kind of like there was so much backlash between the Jay-Z and NFL deal. They was like, you know what, we got to put something out right now. So they put out the fact that they're going to be doing T-shirts and concerts, and the money from that is going to give back to certain programs. But it's kind of like, hold up. So you're not putting no money from your own organizations. You're taking money from our communities to put it back in our communities. Like, to sell T-shirts and concerts. It's like, I mean, what are you doing? Like, so that was questionable. But I was like, maybe he has more to it. Maybe he's trying to give people a platform, give artists a platform, give people who up and coming designers a platform, like urban designers, give them a platform to that they wouldn't necessarily have if not with the bond with the NFL. So I was like, all right, I get it. And then something else came out that he was donating $400,000 to Chicago. Sweet. That's one of the biggest demographics that we need help in. The Chicago urban area, so many murders a year, up to like 400 or 500 murders in the urban areas every single year for the last 10 years, plus probably lots of gang activity. So I was like, all right, cool. That's cool. Then I saw the organization he gave it to, and it was Bone Crushers or something like that. I'm just going off the top because I just saw this on Twitter. I saw a video about it. I didn't really do my research, but all I saw was a video from the head person of the organization cutting somebody dreads off. So then they deleted the pictures. So to me, it seemed like they were going to black youth and telling them that a way to get ahead in society is you need a clean cut image. Like you can't have dreads, you have to be clean cut, you have to have this type of haircut and this, that, and the third. That's the image I got from that picture, and the fact that they took it down. You know what I mean? That's the image you're trying to portray. It's like, what the fuck? Like, yo, I don't know what the fuck that they doing. I mean, to me, I don't know I'm not gonna put words in Jay-Z's mouth. Everybody makes mistakes. Hopefully he sees the mistakes that he's making, and hopefully he changes his ways. But I don't know what he's doing. I really don't. 2 years ago on 444, he rapped Super Bowl goals. Like that was one of his goals. Like he wanted to be in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? He wanted to be in the halftime Super Bowl. And then the Colin Kaepernick stuff started going on, and then they called him and he changed his mind. Cool. Last year he rapped, I said no to the Super Bowl. Y'all need me. I don't need you. That makes sense. And then fast forward a year later, they called him up. Like I told you, you know what I mean? Now they need him. They need him to bridge the gap and bridge the image because of what happened with Colin Kaepernick and the black community. They want to bring us back together. Even though I've never stopped watching. I'm telling you, I'm not stopped watching football. I play too much fantasy football. I'm in 4 leagues a year minimum. You know what I mean? I'm in 3 dynasties and 1 redraft for my ex job. So it's just like I'm watching football. I'm sorry, Colin. Like I'm watching football. Like for me, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get to you later. But I'm watching football. Shit. So, but with Jay-Z, it's kind of like, what are you doing? Like, what my man Nick Nack Petty saying, what is you doing, baby? What is you doing? You know what I mean? So I don't know what the Jay-Z's doing. I don't know how this deal is going to affect him. He may really wanted to be in the Super Bowl, especially this year, Super Bowl 2020. Don't get it past you if he's going to be performing at the Super Bowl. You feel me? So I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not saying, this is my last video about Jay-Z and his endeavors with the NFL. I'm just going to let it go. If he turns out, and it's a great venture, a great partnership between the NFL and Jay-Z that provides to the youth, that's what's up. Like, other than that, look, to me, he made a mistake. He made a business move, and we have to judge him on that. But at the same time, I can't really judge him because I'm not doing shit. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about the situation. I'm not out here. I'm like, don't get me wrong. I want justice for like guys like Trayvon Martin. You know what I mean? Eric Garner. Like I want justice for all those guys. But what am I doing to help the situation? Nothing. I'm not an activist. You know what I mean? I get on Twitter, I get on Instagram, I post some stuff, but how many people just do that? A lot of people just do that, and they speak their opinions, they speak their thoughts about certain situations. But if how many people are really out there in the field trying to do something, trying to make things better? So if you're not one of those people trying to make things better, trying to get out there and be proactive and do things, I'm not telling you to shut up, but actually just look in your mirror, look in the mirror first. Look at yourself and see what am I doing to make things better. So, like I said, I can't criticize Jay-Z for what he's doing because I'm not out here trying to make things better. I'm trying to get my life better. Like I'm trying to build my YouTube page up, I'm trying to build my business up, and I'm trying to do other things. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's not that I don't, like I said, I don't. It's not that I don't care and I want things to get better, but it's just like I'm not doing anything to make things better, so I can't really talk about Jay-Z. And I think that a lot of people on Twitter, on Instagram, social media, they talk about Jay-Z, they talk about what he's doing and what he's not doing instead of just like going out there and do it themselves. Like it's plenty of things that we could be doing instead of criticizing Jay-Z. He's out here trying to do things. Like, you know what I mean? I do give him that. If he made a mistake by signing this deal with the NFL, I mean, people make mistakes. If he did it for the bag, people want money. Like people say, oh, he's rich, he's a billionaire. Like if you notice, all these billionaires still working. You know what I mean? Bill Gates still working. Warren Buffett's still working. Elon Musk is still working. So he's not the only billionaire out here working. So don't say he doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the money, but he wants the money. You don't know what the fuck his goals are. You know what I mean? He wants to stay relevant. He's 50. You know what I mean? He wants to be relevant forever. He wants to, like I say, like on 444, he said generational wealth. He's not talking about right now. He wanted to leave money for like 100 years down the line, like Rockefeller. He wants his name to live forever. That's from what I think he's doing from this standpoint. But when I see people say, oh, he don't need the money, why he signed the NFL? But shit, you going to turn down money? Like, please tell me, who's going to turn down money? Some people say, oh, if I had this much money, I'll turn it down. Yeah, you say that now because you don't have shit. I don't have shit. If I get 3.5 million, like I can make that work for the rest of my life. But at the same time, if I get 3.5 million, I'm gonna be thinking about like, hold up, I got this. Let me get fucking 35 million. Like you know what I mean? You always want 10 exit. Shout out to Grant Cardone. You know what I mean? Whatever you get, you always want 10 exit. So whatever Jay-Z had, he just became a billionaire. He want to be a 10 billionaire person. You know what I mean? He made it. So that's what I hate when people say try to spend other people's money. I hate when people try to spend other people's money. You're not in their situation. You know what I mean? You're not like to quote another Jay-Z line, what you eat don't make me shit. So if this motherfucker eating this, if you surviving off of this, but he got to survive off of that, that's not gonna work. You know what I mean? I can eat Pollo Tropical every day. You know what I mean? I can spend $5.35 on a meal every day and I'm good. But that may not work for Jay-Z. That's not, matter of fact, that's not gonna work for a nigga like Jay-Z. He can't, matter of fact, he can't even go to Pollo Tropical. If y'all know Pollo Tropical, there's a little chicken spot down here in South Miami. They sell like grilled chicken and rice and it's cheap and it's decent. You know what I mean? But if you see Jay-Z at Pollo Tropical every fucking day, he's like, oh, what the fuck is going on? Why the fuck is he there? Like he's supposed to be at these fancy restaurants, like, you know what I mean? Philippe Childs and shit like that. So I'm just gonna conclude with if you're not out there doing your thing, making shit better in your neighborhood, if you're not out there trying to make things better, don't spend other people's money. You know what I mean? Don't tell what other people they need to do. Like we can criticize and all we want, but at the end of the day, look at yourself. You know what I mean? I'm out. Oh, and back to Kaepernick. The Kaepernick situation is like this. Jay-Z and Kaepernick were never friends. They were never in business together. Jay-Z shouted him out on a record deal. They may have had conversations together, but to my knowledge, Kaepernick wasn't signed to Roc Nation. He wasn't his management. So he really didn't have any ties to Kaepernick. So I say that. I mentioned Kaepernick because yesterday he posted a video with Odell Beckham working out. And then the beginning of the post said 917 days without work. Denied work. So when you post something like that, it reminds me of guys like Warren Moon before black quarterbacks can play in the league. Like, you know what I mean? They didn't really want black quarterbacks in the league. They wasn't sure how black quarterbacks could survive in the league. Like guys like Warren Moon, who became one of the top passers of all time. If Warren Moon played today, he may be the best quarterback in the league, like better than Aaron Rodgers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he'll be a top 3 quarterback, period. Easy. He'd be better than Drew Brees. You know what I mean? That's how good he was. He had to go to the CFL and prove himself. Now, I understand Colin Kaepernick didn't get opportunities, but he kind of squandered a couple of opportunities. One with Baltimore, and he get an interview, he get an invite to go work out for Baltimore, and he said something about the owner, and then he got an invite to come to Miami. He wore a Fidel Castro T-shirt. And if you're not familiar, Miami is filled with a lot of Cuban refugees who despise Fidel Castro. So it's kind of like you already alienate yourself even before you have these situations. Secondly, you could have went to the CFL and played. I'm pretty sure they gave you opportunity. Those other startup leagues like the AFL and XFL, they called him too, and he told them no because he wanted a lot more money than they could pay him. But if you really wanted to prove yourself, you could have went to the CFL. You could have went to the CFL. You could have played all the fuck out, won MVP, maybe 1 or 2 years up there, and then the NFL is like, yo, what? You know what? Man, fuck all the bullshit. Fuck all the backlash. He's good enough to sign. He could bring me a Super Bowl. But in my eyes and other GM's eyes, they remember you playing with the 49ers your last year and barely being good. Like honestly, to me, you're not that good. And then with the NFL, it's not risk reward. It's backlash to productivity level. Like he's going to get this much backlash, but his productivity is going to be like down here. So why should we sign him? You know what I mean? Like look at Kareem Hunt. He got caught with that video last year as a rookie, 23, 24 years old, but his upside is like right here. His upside is higher than giraffe pussy. His backlash is going to be high too, but pretty much is going to die down, but his upside is still going to be high. That's why he got signed with the Browns. When it comes to Colin Kaepernick, his upside is like top 10 quarterback, like between 8 to 13. That's his high side. He's never gonna win your Super Bowl. So it's like, but his backlash is gonna be super high. It's gonna alienate a lot of fans. Fans will want to turn, not come to the stadium, not buy merchandise. So why sign him? But if he goes to the CFL and prove himself, wins an MVP, wins a Grey Cup, now you like, look, I won a Grey Cup, I won the CFL, I put up these types of numbers, and I still can't get signed by the NFL, then you really got a case. Like, yo, they don't want me. They don't want me. But to me, like you're not that good. Seriously, you're really not that good. You're better than a lot of players in the NFL right now. But just because you're better than the players don't mean they want to sign you because you're going to bring down team morale. You're going to bring down too much baggage, and it's not worth the signing of you. So it's not about just you being better. It's all about the chemistry of the team. And chemistry of the team is very, very important. You need the cohesive lockingness. You need cohesiveness in the locker room. You don't need the extra distractions from the media. And you bring all of that stuff with you. The cohesiveness of the locker room, you probably won't be a disruptive locker room figure. But like I said, the backlash of the media and all the guys getting asked questions about you, like that could be annoying to some players, and that could just bring down the team. So that's why I think you're not signed, because you're not going to bring enough value to a team plus the baggage. So, you know what I mean? That's why nobody wants to sign you. You know, that's why nobody wants to sign you. So if you really, so don't post that 917 days did not work. Like, come on now, dog. Like, you got paid handsomely from Nike for your stance. You got that nice settlement from them. You haven't had work, but you gotten paid. You probably gotten paid those off of those 2 contracts more than Warren Moon did. Like I said, Warren Moon had to go to the CFL to prove himself. So if you really want to prove yourself, go to the CFL, ball out, then come back. Peace.